Oh, Maurieo! Maurieo updates a CAD plan. In this video, I'm going to take a look at an existing CAD or control plan and add some information to it as part of an assignment that I'm doing in my Land Surveying 1 course. So the first thing that we need to do is to actually find the course. So let's go and have a look at that. So here I have got the course already here, and it's under Land Surveying 1 2017, and it's under the Assessment tab. Now what I've got there is I've got a couple of a plan and a JPEG that is part of the plan. So when AutoCAD opens a plan, it sometimes looks for JPEGs, and if they're part of it, it includes them in. If they're not there, it leaves it blank, and so the plan looks a little void of some of the information. So the first thing we're going to do is just download this plan here, and you can see that this one here, it comes up with that blank page there and a save as down here. I'm going to just get rid of that and just use the save as, and I'm going to save it to the desktop. So that's the name of the plan there. Save. Yes, it is already there because I've had a bit of a go at this previously just to make sure I can get it right. So yes, we'll save that there. Okay, now we also need to save the JPEG, so you may as well do that at this time. And this here is slightly different. If we click on that, we just get a picture of what the JPEG is. So there's many ways of doing this. We can right click on there, save picture as, and there it is there, and that can go into the desktop as well. So I'm just going to go save. Alrighty, so that's our files saved to the desktop. Or if you were doing this, you would possibly save them to your thumb drive or your flash drive or whatever. So we can get rid of this down here. So I'm just saving them to the desktop because I've obviously got them somewhere else, but you know, you can do that. Now the best thing to do when opening AutoCAD plans, particularly in the environment that we're in, is to have Autodesk or the correct version of AutoCAD already open, and it's at the Wintec situation, it's AutoCAD English Mechanical is definitely the one you open. If you open other versions, you get different setups and things like that. So I've got my AutoCAD version here open already, and that's coming up there. So what I'm going to do now is just go to File, Open, and I'm just going to open a drawing. Well, I'm just essentially going to navigate to there. Now that's come up on my second screen there. I have a second screen, so I'm going to go to the desktop where I saved it there, and just to prove to you that it works. So there it is there, 1709, like so. And because I created parts of this file in a survey software called 12D, we get this little thing here, so we just click on that. That's all fine, and there it is. We can see that there's our copy of our plan, and the site photographs all in there because we put that JPEG into the desktop. So when the AutoCAD file loaded, it went looking for that photograph in the same folder that the file was in. So it's important that you do download that. Now let's just go to here, like so, and survey control. This is essentially the plan that I'm going to sort of update. I'm just going to add some leveling control to that. Now those of you that have looked through the things, I've got a copy of a plan with some information on it on my second screen. I'm just bringing that in here now, and you can see that this is the file. What I'm going to do is in 2016, my student that I had this plan here, and as I said, it's got a lot of written information, so I want to this in 2017 want to have a digital plan. So I'm going to show you how to get this information here onto the digital plan, and so I'm using this as the base. So I'm just going to put that away on my second screen there, which means that I can just view it there, or you can have a paper copy of that as well, which will help you. Alrighty, so this is our plan here that we've got. It's got some information on it here, and I'm just going to, at this stage, we're in model space. I'll just go to paper space, and no, it's in model space, what we call model and paper. So there's model there, and I'm just going to, that's the existing information, but we're going to update that. Our levels will change because that was done with GPS, and now we've done some leveling with the level, which will be a little bit more accurate. So I'm just going to delete that, get that out of the way, like so. Now what you can see here is that we've got this traversing and that sort of data there, and I don't really want that to be there. So and I can see that that line there I've got over here. I'll just perhaps get rid of that. So there's that line there, and I want to find out some information about that, so I can just go right click and properties, and that'll bring these properties over here. Now I've got the properties locked in, so I have properties on pretty much all of the time, and you can see from the properties that that is in a layer TSS control. So I don't really want that information to be showing, so I can turn that layer off. But if I turn that layer off, what other things are also in that layer? Well, we can go to this little function here, which is isolate, and hides or locked except those are selected. So I'm just going to go to that there, and you can see that that's isolated that one layer, the TSS layer. And if I turn that layer off, I'm going to lose all my marks, as you can see here, which I don't want. I want to keep my marks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer called TSS control lines, and just put all the lines in that layer, and then turn that layer off, and so that way I'll keep my marks. So to do that, I just come up here and go to layer properties and click that, and that gives me a little palette here, which again is on my second screen, but we've only got one screen available here, so I'll just make that a little bit smaller. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to add a layer. Now the layer I want to add is a new layer, viewport frozen in all viewports. So I want to do that so that it only happens in that viewport there. If I click this one here, it'll add the layer to all the viewports, but it'll be turned on. I want it frozen, so I'm going to go there like that, and then this layer I'm going to call it TSS control lines. Okay, so that's it there. All right, so I'll just get rid of that there. So we've got that layer there now, and if we click in here, we see we've got TSS control lines, and it's there it is there, and it's turned off, which is marvelous. Now we've got things isolated here as well. So what I'm going to do now is select all of these lines here like that. Just select the green. If it's green, it only has to touch it to select it. If it's blue, it has to include everything. You can see how that just didn't select anything. If you click and move, that'll give you the square. Click and hold will give you the lasso function. So there we go there. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to change those to TSS control lines. There you go there. And oops, there's still one there. Okay. So I'm going to call that layer TSS control lines. Okay, so now if we unisolate here, which is this one here, unisolate, that brings everything on, and you can see there that those lines have gone, except for these ones here. So let's have a look there, and that's TSS control rad. Okay, we'll just check one thing here, that if we turn on the TSS control lines, that we have the plan's still going to function. So yeah, that's TSS control lines there. Okay, and that, but one of the things that of course we need to do is we actually want to keep this. Well, I'm going to create a new plan just at this stage here. So one of the things that we should be careful is we don't overwrite this one, overwrite our existing plan, because it's still, the existing plan's still good. And I think for this exercise the quickest way is to actually create a new plan, because there's all sorts of little layering issues that come up that can be solved, but probably not in this series of videos. So what I'm going to do is save the file, save as, and again my little palette's coming up on my second screen on the desktop. I'm going to call it 170109 Zealandia Park. I'll just call it Zealandia Park leveling. So I'll just call it leveling. So it's just for this assignment, but at this stage that's just expedient, otherwise it's going to be a long series of things there like that. So that's what we've got there. Alright, so this is, so let's just turn off the TSS control lines, because we didn't want those. Okay, and the other thing we want to turn off is, let's just see, we'll just turn off that layer there, which is, so you turn off the layers in the viewport, in this viewport under there. So that's the rad one. We'll just turn that off. Okay, let's turn those off. And the other thing that we probably want to turn off is this bearings, these here, which are the bearings and distances. So we'll just turn that off for now as well. Okay, and you can see there now that we've got a plan that's pretty much got all our marks on it, like so, got all the marks there, and really we just need to add some of our details to that, and we're pretty good to go. Just before we finish up there, because it's coming up 15 minutes on this one, I'll just so that's in model space. I'll just go here to this one here, which is paper space, and I'll just update this here so that we know what we're working on. So let's call it height control. Height control. To land your part, height control. So we're just going to be dealing with heights on that there. And so I'm just going to stop the video there at the moment, just to get that little bit all started up. So there you are. We've got a sort of little bit of a basis now to go forward. We've just adjusted the existing plan there and given it a new name, like so. Saved it. So don't forget to save it. File, save as, and that's it there. Save. Yes, we'll replace it. Perhaps I should have given it a 170109, so 1701 January 9th. Yeah, we'll go with that, and we'll come back to that in the next video. So cheers, see you.